It's hard for an entrepreneur to always have someone telling him or her what to do. And I'm the type of entrepreneur where I like being on the helm. I like being on the helm. What do SEO agencies exactly do? I've mentioned this time and again, and I believe I coined the elevator pitch of SEO is basically manipulating search results. I know that a lot of SEO people copy that now, but I believe I was the first one to say that SEO is basically just manipulating search results. That's it. So SEO agencies, what we do is we manipulate search results for companies out there. What is your SEO process on a daily or weekly basis? To give you a big picture perspective, we're doing a SEO from an ethical, purely ethical, content-based standpoint. Now, other SEO agencies and companies out there, they do things very differently. But we want to play it ethical because integrity is one of our core values. Permission to play core values. So going all ethical, which is AKA white hat SEO in the industry, that is the way we're doing SEO. I couldn't say the same for a lot of other companies out there, but that's how we do it. So when you're content based, that means you produce a lot of, when you're ethical, when you're doing white hat SEO, which is purely ethical SEO, there's a lot of content that you need to push out. You're going to be content centric for the most part. So you have to have really good content that you're pushing out there. Most of these are written content for our clients. We also make sure that we are able to earn links from other sources by publishing content that is really useful in their industry that other companies or other influencers, other websites in their industry can't help but use our stuff as resource and they link back to us. So we do that. We do those two things on a daily basis, and then we also check and audit the technicals of the site. Is it loading well? Are our pages still really getting good traffic? Do we have metadata intact? Do we have schema intact? Are the search results doing well? How's our reviews on Google? We look at so many things, so many factors that usually would make someone's head spin, to be honest. And that's why we have a 50-man team. There's a lot of people involved in managing our clients. And we don't have like 100 or 200 clients. We only have 60 plus clients. So it's almost a 1:1 ratio for people in our team versus the clients we handle. That's because we care a lot about our clients. We care a lot about them. We make sure they're served really well. We make sure the process that we use is really effective, powerful, would really catapult them to the first page so that they get their ROI within the first year. They make a lot of money from what we do, because if they don't make money, then why would they keep me? There's no reason for them to keep SEO Hacker as well. Hope that helps. I'm terrible at writing content. How critical is word count, or should I focus on site optimization instead? Well, word count, I'd say, is a great article that people would read should have enough content inside. I wouldn't say word count is the foremost necessity when you're writing and publishing content, but it is an after effect of a really good piece of content. Because if you're writing content just for the heck of writing content, just for the heck of trying to rank, it's not going to work really well. But if you put your heart and soul into it, I'd say you'd reach somewhere 800 words. I'm a writer myself. I publish blogs, and I find that if I write blogs that matter to me and a lot of people who read my stuff, it's usually 800 words to 2,000 words. And yes, in one sitting, I could write up to 2,000 words. And that's the pieces of content that I find rank well as well. When will you get funding, like taking SEO Hacker in the next level? I've been getting a lot of those questions recently, strangely enough. This is the fourth time that I've gotten it in a 45-day span. Seems like a lot of people are interested in investing in SEO Hacker. I think that, if I could keep it 100% owned by me, like what it is now, I would go for that. It's hard for an entrepreneur to always have someone telling him or her what to do. And I'm the type of entrepreneur where I like being on the helm. I like being on the helm. So it is hard for me to tell you when I will get funding. Because honestly, right now, SEO Hacker does not need funding. We need to invest as well. That's what we need. Because when you're in the services industry, you usually cannot just buy more stock and sell it for a higher price, like when you're in the merchandising industry. The merchandising or trading industry, like the retail industry, they buy stuff, they sell it in the malls or online, whatever. And what they use with the money when they sell stuff, what they do with that money is they buy more of those stuffs that they think they can sell. So the money just circulates. The difference between that and a service company like SEO Hacker is we don't have stocks to buy. So the money does not circulate in that way with SEO Hacker. As the CEO and founder, we have this stockpile of cash, and we do need to invest it somewhere because just leaving it in the bank is not the wisest thing to do. It is not the best thing for me as the CEO and founder to do. So if I do need to get funding, it would be for a huge reason. It should be for a huge reason. And I don't believe that we would need funding for the next years unless we want to buy out a competitor who is also selling. A really good competitor who's selling, I might get investors just to buy competitors. That's it. Otherwise, I don't think we're gonna really need or get funding. Hope that helps. Taking SEO Hacker to the next level always. My answer there is always. We're always taking it to the next level. So during this pandemic, where we have a slew of inquiries and a slew of customers coming in, clients coming in, we are able to already see the trajectory on where we should go. And we are leveling it up. We're actually professionalizing the entire company, and we are hiring executive level people already right now. So that is hopefully going to double or allow us to double or triple our revenues when we professionalize in the next 3 years. My target as the CEO and founder and the main salesperson of the company is to grow 100% each year. So far, doing great. Can I take it to 100%? I don't know. That's the next question. But 100% every year is great for me, and that has been my target ever since I started the company. So we have grown more than that when we were at the very beginning. When you're at the beginning, it's possible to grow 300, 1,000%. But when you scale to a 50-man team, it's already hard hitting 100% sometimes, especially when you're in the SEO industry, not in the tech industry. So hope that helps. Vian, thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you guys tuned in. Hopefully this provides value for you, and please do help by sharing it with other people. And if you haven't yet, we have our YouTube channel. Check that out. If you want to review this AMA episode again sometime in the future, it's going to be published there, I think 3 months from now. That will be the last question that I have. And I hope that this has brought value to you guys. We're ending a little bit earlier tonight, 10 minutes early. Again, we are always on 8 p.m. Thursday nights. So the next Leadership Stack Live is going to be next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. And if you want more of this, and if you want to hear from my guests from all over the world, last time was Minter Dial from Europe, please tune in to Spotify, the Leadership Stack podcast on Spotify. There you go, leadme.ph/Spotify. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I hope to see you next week. And until then, keep leading. Oh, hey, and since you're here, can you do me a favor? Can you hit on the subscribe button and hit the bell button and select all notifications so that whenever we have a new video, you're going to be the first one to know. Until then, keep leading.
At the end of the day, whether it's tech business or service business, you got to know that there's a need for it and you're filling a gap. Because all of us have a billion ideas, and whether it's technology or service or whatnot, and we got to make sure that it works well.